Why are we so hyped? We hyped because he killed it. That's what one of the people say yesterday with my video short that I dropped. They said, why you so hyped? We know what Shedeur was going to do. I get it, but they weren't even trying to let him on the field. They weren't trying to let him play. They was really trying to blackball him, to be honest. They were trying not to let him get no spin so he wouldn't be able to show up. They were trying to make it where they trying to act like he's struggling so bad that he can't comprehend, he can't play well, and he do what he always have done since Jackson State, showed out, went crazy, right? Did he miss some? Yes, but look what he did with no first string practice reps, right? He threw for more yards and touchdowns than some quarterbacks going to do this season. I told you in the short drop, I told you that he was going to drop 3 TDs. Did he get 3? No, he only got 2. But if he would have played another quarter, it would have went down. And then the most important thing is no interceptions. No interceptions. So he went crazy. So that's why we so hyped. Because we want the opportunity. And then we don't know when his next opportunity is going to come. Yeah, the coach said, and I'll talk about that in my next video. Yeah, the coach said that he's going to get more reps coming up. But we don't know. We don't know if he's going to get to play another preseason game. Should he? Absolutely. Should he? Absolutely. But we don't know if he's going to. But he made the most of the opportunity. And I'm hoping all the other coaches are watching and seeing. These throws was great. There were some drops. There were some short throws, you know. Now, one thing they complain about is he sink too far in the pocket. Man, you want a quarterback to stay in the pocket and find somebody open. That's what he do. So do he stay in there a little bit too long or sink too far back? He do. But that's something he could work on. But for him not to be a first round pick, top 10, top 20 pick, it's crazy. And he was able to show it. So he came to Charlotte and everybody went crazy. I'm in the city right now. Everybody went crazy. That's all everybody was talking about yesterday. Shedeur. So you got to have some haters. You got to have some people that's really hating and upset. They mad about what's going on. And then the best thing, he doing better than most people could handle in the situation. He's staying positive. He ain't talking crazy. Because I know if it's me, I'd be talking crazy. I'd be saying stuff like, I'm supposed to be out in the field. I'm supposed to be out there. I'll be saying stuff like that. No, he's staying politically correct. And he's going through the motions. Now, some people say this is a good test. He never been through anything before. Right? But he earned the spot to play. He showed that he could play at this level. So now, would Cleveland do the right thing and give him more opportunities? That don't mean that they got to make him starting quarterback after that preseason game. But should he move up the draft spot that he's in? He should have been moved up. Should he move up in the player position? I think they got him listed at quarterback 4. He should be around 2 or 3 right now. Yeah. Should he get more reps with the first team? Yes. There's some other people were saying, well, he wasn't really playing against a lot of the starters from the Panthers. Well, guess what? The people on his team all the starters wasn't there either. All the first string players wasn't there either. So it's even. He did a great job. And then if you look on the other side, dare I say he outplayed? Dare I say he outplayed the other 2 quarterbacks on the other side? I know it's very simple, very small sample size. Imagine, though, if he get reps with the first team. He gets the time to, sit with the playbook, really talk with the coach, what he like, his style. It'd be crazy. He hasn't had the opportunity yet, though. We're just waiting. He's lighting it up. If you see these clips, man, it's crazy. And then after the game, instead of him being boastful, like I wanted him to be, I wanted him to go crazy. He stayed positive, stayed in his zone. He's stacking days, showing, giving great examples. So I'm going to show you part of his press clip of what he said after, but you probably done seen it a million times. But I really want you to look at him just stay composed and himself and, how he's doing. So, man, great first preseason. People say we being too excited. That's what people was telling me. Nah, we not being too excited. This all we got preseason, and it's the first preseason game. What else we got to be excited about? Shedeur did his thing. So, check these clips out, and I'll see y'all next. Peace.
Typically, people don't take those too much serious, but, that's our Super Bowl. That's each and every player's Super Bowl. So, the change is a family thing. It's a family. You got to be able to go to war with each and every guy and understand, we're not playing for ourselves here. We playing for each other, you know. So not making selfish mistakes, not doing that type of stuff, getting through reads, handing the ball off, doing what you got to do. Everybody do their job, and that's how we believe in one another.
Hey, Shedeur, the fact that you played so many plays into the fourth quarter versus the way it's gone in camp with the reps being split, how did that help your comfort level just in flowing with the game?
Well, I say I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable, you know, so that's what it is. You know, I got pockets of finding my rhythm, and I got to get into that quicker regardless of anything. But overall, I felt like me out there, you know, and I couldn't do it, of course, without the time. I couldn't do it without the play calling. I couldn't do it without anything. So I'm just thankful to even be able to have, you know, the joy of just being on the field overall, then carrying the responsibility of doing the right thing. You know, so that's 2 badges under my belt already, you know, that I got out there. I feel like we operated the huddle really, really good. So it's just the small details that of course, we practice on and we talk about. And I'll say, of course, towards the end, I'll say we got a little sloppy and we overall going to finish it up, and that's going to be a point of emphasis going into this next week. But, you know, I was just thankful just to share that moment with everybody.
Shedeur, how do you think he handled?
So I just showed you a short clip, man. You see his maturity level? His maturity level is just there, man. He's just operating like a professional. He just ready to take that leap. He is and should be, you know, the starting quarterback, man. Now, I know if he goes starting quarterback, they're not going to win every game. They're not going to make the playoffs. But let's go ahead and get that, you know, first year jitters, learning process over with. So next year, year 2, year 3, like have we seen with Manning and so many other players, he'll be ready to go. He'll be ready to go. Even if you go with Flacco the first 2-3 games and then bring him in, I'm okay with that. But let's not act like who he is. He's that. You know what I mean? He is generational. I know everybody say we use that lightly. Nah, he's generational. He like that. Even just off who he is and his name, off himself. If we just say that, he's generational. It is. So they need to play him. They need to start him. They need to let him get some reps. I hope he can get some action in preseason game 2 and 3. I hope he can get some reps during practice with, you know, the first team. But that's why we hyped. That's why we turned up. I was going crazy at work. That's why we turned up. Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and tune in, man. Next we'll be talking about that coach, man. Peace.